At least from what I was reading. From what I was reading, I should go next to... What I should do is go to the Utwig. Let's try to do the... at least start doing the Ur-Quan situation. Also, a good thing about the Utwig territory is that there's 2 areas, or 2 star systems with rainbow worlds. So we can get a lot of credits, a lot of stuff from our Melnorme friends. Does saving them allow or disallow anything important from being done later? I mean, does it cause or ruin future events which we need? Not really. Still hoping Star Control Origins is good, just waiting until I'll get it for €2. I've heard that Origins is not good. At least in the reviews and such that I've read about Origins, that it's not a good game. As far as I remember, in Steam it's being mostly negative. So yeah, don't expect anything good from Origins. Unless they fix some stuff. So it might become good. So we are... So that's where Soupbox is, but we want Utwigs. Utwig. Utwig made a worry. There's an injunction on the sale of Origins. It's not a real Star Control game anyway. Are you a Slylandro or something else? I'm curious. What are you? Aha! Utwigs.
I suppose as a courtesy I should extend an appropriate greeting. On behalf of the Utwig Proctors, I truly hope for your sake that your day has been better than ours, although this really isn't saying that much.
I forgot about the Utwigs, that they're these mushroom-looking guys who are superbly depressed about everything. Didn't you say earlier that you thought that driving the Ilrath away would let the Pekanka help us a lot later on? Don't trust my memory. Never trust my memory. Especially if it's a game that I haven't played in over 10 years. So if I say something like that, just put a little salt on it, throw it over your shoulder, and be like, yeah, SpiderMwa's talking out of his ass again. Legal battle between the creators of this game and the people who bought the name from Atari. Ah. Okay, so it's not a true Star Control game. It's just somebody planted the name on it because they thought it would sell well. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No wonder people are not liking the game. Apparently it's not Star Control at all. Nice music. This is Captain Spin'Few, exotic name, representing the new alliance of free stars. Please respond.
What good would that do? I mean, why should we? We agonized for hours, wondering if it was a cruel twist of fate or simply a serious case of butterfingery. The lifetimes that have been spent in the pursuit of the elusive answer to this deceptively simple question has driven many of us down the dark road of self-destruction. Indeed, Even as these words strike the ears of any who care to listen, the real question is, does it matter? I cannot say. I wallow in a quandary, unable to determine what better atones for my part of the great sin. Should I engage in slow and painful self-termination? Should I commit myself to a long life of painful self-flagellation? Should I throw myself with enthusiastic verve at the problem of collective annihilation? I do not know. Even now, my mind writhes in anguish of indecision, lest the outcome be inadequate.
I did say, Eldritch, that these guys are superbly depressed. And also, that voice reminds me of something. Some other character from somewhere. Oh, somebody's crying in the music, apparently. Strong Sad? Nah, Strong Sad is not this depressed. I mean, he's never depressed. He just talks sadly. I mean, it's the whininess of the voice and all the annotations of how he pronounces words reminds me. Ah! He's the first shipmate in Curse of Monkey Island. The first shipmate to Captain LeChimp. The guy who's an utter loon, according to Guybrush. What the heck is his name? I've forgotten it. The music is getting very preachy in here. Very choiry. I like it. Origins was developed by Stardock, the creators of window blinds and countless other Windows utilities which have been famous since the 90s. And then they decided to make a game. Or maybe it's not him that it reminds me of, now that I think about it. I detect that recent events have not gone your way. Why don't you start at the beginning?
Alright, I'll try. But you know, it really doesn't matter. After all, we have a famous Utwig saying, when one loses the reason for existence, one tends to get less motivated. This goes hand in hand with the painfully appropriate credo, we broke it, so we are paying for it. Of course, this isn't really accurate. The situation is so much more hideous.
You tell.
Imagine, if you can, holding within your hands the answer, only to have it taunt you with its former potential. Ah, cruel irony. The loss of the Ultron grieves us all.
Isn't that voice sound so freaking familiar? I know it's like imitating the voice of a character that I know of, but... I mean, it's like in another game or a cartoon. Just can't get a hold of it. In here. And usually I'm good with voices. Oh well. God, they sound... Mr. Fossey, that's the guy's name, yeah. Kind of a similar voice, but it's not Mr. Fossey after all that I'm thinking about. The protagonist in the Whispered World sounds like that too. I never played it, but I do know of it. God, they sound so whiny and that fart gas flying around. It's their air that they're breathing. I just can't put my hoof on what character it reminds me of. Same here. Same here. Yes, of course, the Ultron. We grieve. How sad. Now, what was it again?
Bah! It doesn't matter. Besides being of no concern to you, I find discussion of this matter, well, distasteful. The Ultron was not the only thing which assures total and complete meaning of life for you and I. It is universal. I'm sure that you two are aware of this thing, if only in legend. It granted us all limitless power and knowledge. It has been since, well, rendered inoperative.
Man, even the music is depressing. Although this choir singing kind of reminds me of Devil May Cry. I'm trying to think of what that voice reminds me of. It's gonna bugger me the whole freaking day. It does remind me of the goth YouTuber who got meme notorious for whining about the neighborhood kids making fun of him. Okay. Sniff. That reminds me when my pet dog Splib ran in front of a rock chipper. Just because you busted your Ultra thingy, don't be a bunch of crybabies. Sniff. That reminds me when my pet dog Splib ran in front of a rock chipper.
You are kind. If we could wield the Ultron to resurrect your Splib, we would. But I suddenly am overcome with waves of depression. I must retire now to perform rituals of anguish. Waves of trauma wash across my being even now. I must go.
Okay, nice talking to you. Bye. Woo-wee. At least now we know that they are here. Beta. Find the beta. I'm going to their home world to discuss about this Ultron. At least I hope they let me talk to them. It was 1. Yep. There. You figured out, Gabriel, who it reminded you of? I would say that this is their home world. Remove the slab or suffer my curse. It's not whiny. I mean, he's whiny, but it's not it needs more nasally. Because it's like this, what the Utwig sound like. So this is how they keep talking all the time. At least that's what I think that they sound like. And I still can't remember the character that sounds exactly like this. God damn it. Converse.
Normally, we would not bother to acknowledge your presence, but you find us in a state of moderate depression.
Nope.
Instead of our normal
Can't remember anything.
self-destructive tendencies.
Do you know anything about the enslaving Ur-Quan?
We know nothing of this species that you mentioned. However, while we are on the subject of evil and powerful species, we have encountered a particularly gruesome race
Genre?
that seemed
Nope.
to come from the direction of Arcturus. When we hailed them, they responded with mighty weapons that sent our delegation to their deaths. Lucky fools.
Lucky
The
fools.
aliens' dark, crusty battleships are capable of guiding spinning mines into almost any location. And should an enemy get too close, a fiery corona emerges to inflict
That's the
fearsome
core owl, right?
damage. In our skirmishes with the race who called themselves the Core we found that by using our own shielding capability, we could sweep through the mines, absorb the corona, and then get close enough to the dark ships to give a lick of our own. In truth, however, they are very powerful and ruthless. When the Core started to press toward our home world, we thought that our deserved punishment was being administered. But then, a mystery? They suddenly became disinterested and veered away. Bah, confounding frustration. With the Ultron, I could speak knowledgeably on this subject. To have this quality torn from our grasp emphasizes how meaningless our existence really is. This lack of meaning is what drives my species to the serious contemplation of a quick end.
Okay. Bob Goldthwait from Police Academy, then again he mostly sounds just insane. No, Bob Goldthwait is not like this. He's not a whiny type of a guy. He's more of a gravelly voice. I used to be able to do a little bit of Bob Goldthwait, but if I tried now I would just destroy my throat. Gotta be some cartoon that became famous worldwide and was marketed internationally for at least a decade-long time. So we both watched it, or other media. Yeah. Why does Mercenary Cobra have an HP bar? Because that's the boss fight that works with bits and followers and subscribers. But nobody has given me bits in days, so Mercenary Cobra is the one that is still up there. Because no bits have been given. Yes, that is really a pity. So what more do you know about the core of?
Your query once again reminds me of the Ultron and what it was for the universe. I could tell you all and correct all that is wrong in the universe. All I can tell you is that kill. Their stated purpose is to seek out new life and new civilizations.
Thanks for the bits.
And then annihilate them.
As you see, 50 HP was taken away.
As such, and that is why it is puzzling that after pursuing us with some tenacity, they suddenly turned away and headed toward Craterus. All this speculation would be unnecessary if only we had saved the Ultron. It would not have taken much. A diving catch, a thrown pillow, even a fuzzy wumpus would have broken the fall satisfactorily. Indeed, a panel convened to analyze the possibilities concluded there were at least 623 ways that the Ultron could have been saved if we had been prepared. Let us cease our discussion concerning these matters.
At the end, you sounded like Bronwyn in Baldur's Gate getting hit. That's what she sounds like. Why are you whiny? You have a great ship. Truly unique. No, not a falling scream. They're just whiny. It's a difference. A truly unique set of events put you in your current state. Am I right?
Huh, to say the least. Our past is one of a glorious and proud people, coupled with a cataclysm that rocks the universe to its very core. It all began when the chimp rose from the murky bog, and the Utwig emerged as well.
Cool.
In these primitive times, we cavorted about our world, oblivious to any sort of higher purpose. We took everything at face value. Meanwhile, the tendrils of the chimp infiltrated the vast sky canopies of Faz. And then the veils fell.
Okay.
Suddenly, the Utwig were stunned by a collective realization.
Cool.
All immediately and urgently donned veils of every description. Hides, leaves, shells, rocks, even living growls were donned in the early days. You see, the face is the mechanism that expresses many of the primitive qualities that hinder sentience. Now rid of constant reminders of greed, rage, hatred, and lust, the wisdom of the Utwig was no longer hampered by constant reminders of the primitive urge.
So if we wore
Over
masks
many
all the time?
generations, mask etiquette was refined to a rock-solid foundation of our society. Sure, the morality riots were expensive, both in lives and infrastructure, but the result was better mask regulation. Specification from your basic mask of grueling but necessary activity to the most highly decorated countenance of stellar representation. These were clearly defined, recognizing the importance of flexibility. Clear-cut and efficient procedures for revision and redesign dealt with the few anomalies. From that moment, when we covered the source of our intellectual oppression, we knew that it was a grand purpose that defined our destiny.
Yeah.
Are you still listening?
What? I am. Yep.
Our entire development as a sentient species was coordinated to coincide with the appearance of a remarkable device, the Ur-Quan. We were oblivious to its tragic implications.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What? What did you say? Droopy? Yeah, Droopy also came to my mind, but Droopy is different. It's exactly like Snarl from Thundercats. Never seen the Thundercats. I just know the opening tune, kinda. Thundercats. Thundercats, or something. I might have gotten that wrong. Probably constipated. Makes sense by the gas flying, I can deduct that they can only fart. Well, they're mushroom people. Oh, absolutely fascinating. Well, what exactly do you mean by tragic?
In order for you to truly understand the situation, you need to know more about the Ur-Quan and its unique capabilities.
Do tell.
See, when the Druze discovered the Ur-Quan, they knew that it was ours. The Druze were compelled by intrinsic universal direction to take it to where it has always belonged. They brought it to us. Oh, the Ur-Quan. It assured total and complete meaning of life for all, the universal. With the Ur-Quan in hand, I could sense not only your motivations and desires, but your purpose. I could act upon these things in ways that would most likely seem mysterious, if not, well, daft.
You're daft.
Years later, you would herald our participation in your development as the turning point for your species.
Sure.
The Druze were only one of the few to benefit in this way.
Of course.
Even now, they are puzzled by the way we rewarded them for the delivery of the Ur-Quan to its correct place. In 24 years, 2 months, and 3 days, they will all dance the dance of jubilation. Indeed, the Ur-Quan has allowed us to fundamentally change the Druze forever. The Supocs, too, received many benefits from our use of the Ur-Quan. They can testify to its power.
I think I may have figured out where I've heard this type of a voice before. Could be Outcast. I think one of the characters that is important in some way in one of the quests talks a bit like this. Can't remember. Sounds like things were going pretty well. So what happened?
Yes, things were perfect. What happened is, well, it's difficult to talk about, but I saw it happen. I witnessed the Chin's-Ra celebration.
The what?
I felt the Ur-Quan fill the empty place that I did not know was there. I saw the Grand Prompter pass it to, well, they say that the Chief Gru did not know that it was so heavy and slippery. Perhaps it was a combination of factors.
Perhaps.
Some who have reviewed the records claim it was actually a conspiracy. The Commission investigation officially stated that the Ultron was rendered inoperative by the fall to the ground. Yet many feel that the whole story has not yet been told. As it struck the ground, I saw its glow fade. And then the painful void incapacitated all. All Utwig immediately donned the mask of ultimate embarrassment and shame, with the vow to wear it forever.
So everybody has the same mask.
Bonfires all over Foz consumed all but this mask. No other mask was spared.
Damn.
The visage of ceremonial orations, in all of its contexts and revisions, as I'm sure you understand.
Yeah.
All of the courting masks, from the clever and intriguing veil of flirtatious prancing to the infamous lewd monocle, all consumed by the hungry flame. Even the most fundamental fixtures were committed to this irreversible fate. The mask of natural bodily excretions once hung in every lavatory. Most of the public facilities have removed the disposable mask dispensers, but every once in a while I still see such a repository, always empty.
Tervesonikki ja terve kaikki muut.
At that time, many suggested that we use the precursor relic as a form of self-punishment. The proposal was that we collectively go to the second moon of the sixth planet of Zeta Hyades at coordinates 850.3 by 937.2 and use the ancient planeteering device to end our existence. After much discussion, we decided that we deserved to suffer. We can use the bomb if we ever decide the time is right. In the meantime, we atone for our grievous mistake with our collective misery. I suddenly sink into a chasm of depression. I must go.
Well, we now terminate communication in a civil yet efficient manner.
As do we. Go now with neither malice nor joy.
Oh, it's always great that no joy. Okay. Ooh, those guys were depressing. Wouldn't you say? A really depressed version of Carl from Jimmy Neutron, same accent. Haven't seen Jimmy Neutron. Yeah. Hey, Sangalang. How's it going?
Just go away. Leave us to ponder our grief.
Okay.
As do we.
Bye then. At least these guys don't talk our ears off. Oh, come on. Really? There. Much better. We are out of here. No! Get out of my way! You sons of bitches.
Just go.
I'm trying to leave you alone, but you are in my way. I'm gonna go find the gonna go to Groombridge. It's a rainbow world. The Utwig were so depressing and obnoxious that it made Maeve depressed. I'm sorry to hear that. How you liking the stream deck? It's awesome. I can do this. If I make a funny joke, I just push a button and... Or if I do badly somewhere... I can play sounds and everything. It's really good. Can do so many things with it. I am loving it. Pretty much. Meni toi Super Punch-Out läpi ja oli kyllä aivan älytön peli. Onko se yhtä vaikea kuin alkuperäinen Nessillä vai? Onko siinä paljon eroa? Well, it would be lovely to go there, but the weather is frightful. But what I am most frightened is the 3,559 Celsius. Can we even land here without losing lives? Answer will be nope. Although I would love that, the stuff. Yeah, look how big those freaking deposits of radioactive stuff is. If only we could just land on top of it. Like, bam, and get it. Problem is that the landing is so random. Yes! I had to go for it. I at least wanted one. Hey! We got money. We got money in two different ways. We got Rainbow World and we got some minerals. So we got Rue and credits. Now the other place that has... that will be... that can be, and it is... Andromeda, which is right here. Beta... Alright, Alpha. Alpha Andromeda. We're on the border of the Korra and Ur-Quan areas. Gotta be careful. But I'm sure we won't meet any of them. We're just outside of the borders. What would happen if the Utwig and the Pecan tries to work together? Would they explode in pure cringe energy like matter and antimatter? Nah. The Pecan are too happy to get depressed. But then again, the Utwig are too depressed to get happy. So it's like a immovable object meeting a indestructible wall. What was it? An immovable object needs a... Isn't it indestructible wall? Unstoppable force meets the immovable object. That's it. Straight to the middle. Because that's the Rainbow World. As they usually are. Zip. And Rainbow World. Da 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 da. So now we have locations of 2 Rainbow Worlds for the Melnorme. So what we got here? A little blue satellite. A noble world. Heck yeah, give me that blue stuff. Not the light blue, the dark blue. Heck yeah. Goody goody gumdrops. What else is there on this solar system? We're almost out of fuel. We need to call for our friends. Which I would have done anyway because we need to get those credits. After all, we did find 2 rainbow worlds. Ah, treasure one. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's only class 2. Awesome. We can just easily get all of this. Just everything in peace. My favorite annoyances in this game are still the spothy. They're such adorable, melodramatic, and cowardly little muffins. I will miss them dearly. Yep, because you will never see them again. Hopefully you can get the fireproof tech from the Melnorme too. Me? Yeah, I hope so too. I should be able to get all the rest of the lander upgrades with the credits that we get from the 2 Rainbow World locations. I mean, that's 1,000 credits. Which in turn is like 6 upgrades. And we also had saved the 50 credits already, so there's a 10th in there. No, the 7th upgrade in there. Hellbore cannons are the best upgrades. Well, that's for our mothership, Blood Ross, but we're talking about landers. For the landers, we want all the tech. Anyway. The fireproof, well, the fire resistance. Then it's the, what else is there for the lander? Oh yeah, the shock resistance against the lightning strikes. Wow. Absolutely nothing. I learned how to save with the Pekunk. Really? A metal world. Ooh, with life forms. Double capacity storage room and double fire rate for landers. Already got them, Orm. And welcome to the stream. You need to start the Yehad revolution before or after the Pekunk reached them. To do this, you need to help the Shafixti so you can prove to Yehad that the Shafixti still exists. Ah, we can go do that. Easily. We just need to go and talk to Zex. Yeah, can't eat me so well today, now can ya? Give me that data. Oh, we lost one. I think the other upgrade that we can get for the lander is actually the range of the stun gun. Because we have the fire rate, but we're still lacking on the range. Reminds me of the licking sounds you can do in Goat Simulator. Or the licking sound it makes when you try to lick everything. Similar sound of it. Oh, Goat Simulator. Good old Goatikins. It's been a long time since I've played Goat Simulator. Pretty much the last time was when I streamed Goat Simulator. Like ages ago. What the hell did you fix? You must... I know. Zex. Not Vex. Zex. Z-E-X. I know. I know, Gabriel. I know. Life forms. Tectonics 5. We should be good. We got the earthquake resistance. It's like a Mario fire flower that's spinning. There. All the data belongs to me. I bought the Goat Simulator just to have a game to play when really drunk. That was 5 years ago. Still haven't played it. You should play it, just for fun. It's a really funny game. I have all the DLC for it too. Although I do remember I didn't like the last DLC to it that much. Double movement speed for the lander seems a bit slowish. No, it's the double speed already. Lander upgrades are double fuel efficiency, fire rate, cargo capacity, and 4 shields. Fire, lightning, bio, tectonic. Double fuel efficiency? Don't you mean double speed? Twice as fast as normal. God damn, this is a complex game. Ambitious for its era, I must say. Yeah, it's a huge open world game. I love gold! This is good for us. For fuel, it takes to land each time. Oh, that one! I forgot about that one. So we got... At least we got 3 upgrades left then. The fuel capacity, the lightning, and the fire shield. It's a game considered to be one of the best game ever by many. Yeah. A lot of people like this game and they say it's the best game ever. To me, it's a good game, but it's not like the best game ever. But I do enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Just going around, finding secrets of the world, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's one of the games that really gave me the appreciation and love for open world games. Just exploring everything and such. The spinning trees look like those old hard drives from the 70s that were as big as small fridge and had platters almost a meter wide sealed under a transparent dome on top. This game came out in, what, 92? Yep. 1992. I know, it's one of my personal favorites, just sad it doesn't have the sequel it deserved. What do you mean? There is Star Control 3. I actually do own Star Control 3, but I've never played it. Well, never played it. I have tried it out, played it for like a half an hour, gave up on it. Seems like a real chore of a game. Gilrath is on the move. And we are on the move as well. We are going to go to... Actually, what we are going to do is this. Oh, Melnorbe!
Once again, we meet to exchange valuable tangibles.
Yes.
Isn't this fun?
It is.
Now, what can we do for you today?
Well, what you can do for me is that, give me money.
Would you like to sell?
I have some data on alien life forms.
What would you like to sell?
Very bold.
Your ship's log, and in exchange, we will give you 1,000 credits.
Make a purchase.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
Just enough fuel to get home. Actually, we're missing 1 fuel because it takes 6 fuel to get from the quasi-space location to back to Sol. Take care, Vanderland, and sleep well. Did you steal that device from the Ilras now that they moved? No, actually, I forgot to do that. Protostar is another game in this genre. It was supposed to be Starflight 3, but things happened. Still a good game. Reich and Ford might still do a proper sequel themselves once the whole lawsuit business is over. Hopefully they win it, because it's their property. I am interested in purchasing new technology.
The technology we are now offering in auto tracking module.
I would like to buy.
You are preparing for a mighty battle, eh?
Apparently.
Well, let me give you some advice.
Yes.
You should consider using multiple tracking modules, since this will greatly improve your aim.
Also
However,
true.
never add more than 3 to your ship. Any more would be useless. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding improvements to your planet landers, which make them resistant to inclement planet weather.
So we can withstand the lightning better.
A little superconductive spray paint, and presto,
That's all.
your lander can sustain a direct hit by a lightning bolt without risking the passengers inside.
Usually.
Since the job is so easy that a nymph could do it, I expect all your landers will be treated in less than an hour.
Yeah, all 2.
The technology we are now modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to planetary hotspots.
Yes, please.
With these new ablative plasma heat shields, your crew will be substantially safer on hot worlds. But like all our lander modifications, this protection is not perfect.
Yeah, I know.
So remain cautious.
I will.
Since the changes to your landers are straightforward, your landers should be fitted with the heat shields by the time the technology Hellbore cannons.
There they are.
A weapon much more destructive than a simple blaster.
Yeah, I have all the protection now, Gabriel. That was the final one that we needed. The pyro protection. We have everything.
Captain, just a suggestion. Hellbore cannons are energy gophers. So unless you want to have a long delay between shots, I would suggest you add dynamos or even Shiva furnaces
Shiva
to your
furnaces?
ship. The technology we are now offering includes details on how to develop
Shiva
furnace modules, which generate energy for your combat batteries twice as fast as your standard dynamos.
And I have 3 of them. I would like to purchase.
I am certain you will appreciate this new module, Captain.
Oh, trust me, I will.
With it, you should be able to destroy and devastate twice as fast as before. Commander, that is
We got
the limit
everything!
of the new technology we can offer you. If I may say so, you have been an excellent customer.
And you have been an
Thank you.
excellent merchant. Thank you. No need to mine now, you can mine enemy ships. But that's still RU that we would be mining for. Well, that's true. We don't really need to go onto planets to mine minerals. We can make our Blob Ross into a super destructive force and just kill things. And now we can burn our credits on fuel and information. Yep. Onhan Shiva intialainen jumalatar. Jep, niin on. Ei pelkästään FF-peleissä, mutta se on oikea jumalatar. Siitä noi FF-pelien kaikki noi summorit tulee. Ne on niinku mytologiaa ja folkloreen kuuluvia hahmoja. Jostain syystä noissa Final Fantasyissa Shiva aina jää jumalatar, vaikka sillä ei ole mitään tekemistä elementtien kanssa. Soon we'll find out why the bridge turns purple. You hold on to that thought. Yeah. Information.
How wonderful, Captain.
Current events.
The Ur-Quan are presently at war with a race called the Korra.
Okay.
They are fighting within a large spherical region of space, centered around the crater's star group.
They are.
Although it is probably too early to tell, it would appear that the Korra are winning.
That's what I heard from the Pekunk. It was 12 million credits for the Purple Bridge explanation. 12. And let's do more current events.
No doubt you are familiar with an alien race called the Umga, who live in the Orionus constellation.
I know the Umga, yeah.
While they are renowned for their potent and often cruel sense of humor, they have outdone themselves in recent years. Specifically, they have used an unusual hyperwave caster,
Which I have.
to impersonate the Ilrat gods Dogar and Kazon.
Which I did.
When the Ilrat began tuning in to the voices of their gods on their hyperwave receivers, the priest caste was understandably skeptical and counseled their many followers to ignore the blasphemous signals.
And?
However, in a surprise move, the majority of the Ilrat then rose up and slaughtered the entire priest caste. The reasons for this ghastly move included overtaxation, lack of quality death in ceremony, and the general feeling that the priests had made Dogar and Kazon's pronouncements overly complex.
Okay. How about some useful data on alien races?
The Ilrat are presently attacking the Pekunk
Not anymore.
in the Lakeli and Kruger constellations.
Oh, they're not.
These beings, which in the past, if you need to, and
Yeah, done been there, done that. I'm buying information.
what else?
Fuel.
How
Phil.
fuel transfer
72 credits. 3 credits away from getting more info. Darn. Well, I'll be
It
leaving.
has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain.
You too.
We look forward.
Me too. Because I want more info. But for now, let us... What was I thinking? I'm so tired that I can't even think anymore. I should have stopped the stream a long time ago already. Yes, I've taken care of them. Yes. We have the destruction code. So if we ever meet a Cilantro, we will just... Let us save the game. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes. 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 Can't remember what I was thinking. My mind is a blank currently. I mean, we're down here. We already got the Rainbow World. I don't think you meet them after you use the code once. Well, we haven't met them at all, so it could be that we don't meet them anymore. Which is good, because I hated them. You can return to the rainbow world you couldn't land on. True, but it's not really necessary. When speedrunning, I would hit all the rainbow worlds, and after buying everything I needed, it would oversupply on fuel and sell it back to the starbase. Well, you're using 2 words that I never use myself, or ever do myself. Speedrunning. I hate speedrunning. I'm a slow player. I take my time to explore a lot of places. You know, speedrunning is not my thing. Of course people speedrun this, Saradak. Whenever there's a game that you can speedrun, you speedrun it. People haven't been able to play this game in a few hours through. Earthling cruisers are surprisingly good versus the red probes if they don't plop out next to the cruiser. And also, unless you're really good with the cruiser, which I'm not. My cruisers died quickly to the freaking Slalandro probes. What was I doing? I really am so freaking tired right now. I can't think straight. I really should start to remember which one is Soul Interest. So I don't always have to look at the freaking map. My speedruns weren't really speedruns, they were more so I could do ship battles. So not really a speed run, just a thing that you wanted to do fast first. Before doing anything else. Like get the Rainbow Worlds, all of them, before doing anything else.
Greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist
you. Got some
I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation.
Yeah.
We've detected a minute but measurable disturbance in the interspace fabric at approximate true space coordinate 100 by 50. Our scientists speculate that this disturbance may be caused by many thousands of hyperwarp penetrations, all in phase, as though a huge fleet of ships were on the move.
Yeah, that's Pekunk. Don't worry about it. I had a lot more than I thought.
If you can keep this up, we'll turn that flagship of yours into a genuine dreadnought killer.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
I'll try. Is ship-on-ship melee a competitive esport? I used to play the super melee mode to get good. Yeah, that's a good way to practice with them for the melee. Wish I knew where my star map was that came in original box. Oof. Must be nice to have that. The fuel first. Shipyard. Oh no, we've lost one crew member. Now oh, okay. Good night, Sonic. Sleep well. Okay, so first, let's get rid of at least 2 of the dynamos and add a tracking Shiva furnace in place. High efficiency fuel system. Be nice. There, 2 of them. Always better to have 2. Oh, the tracking system is 5,000. Damn. 6,000 for the Hellbore. 4 3.5-inch discs for the entire game, if you can believe that. And the PC soundtrack, even with the speakers, was just as good. No beeping, just the music. Cool. What should I do? Should I change the nose from Fusion Blaster to the Hellbore? I think I should. Now we have a cannon and a blaster. Game in total unzipped had a 9.2 mega. Yeah, that's mega, not gigabytes. I mean, even back then, some people just knew how to program a big game in small packages. I think that's good enough for now that we have right here. Although I can't get only one fuel there. Now we have 111. It doesn't beat Frontier that came on one disc. If memory serves, Ilrad's face was good for mining in stars around the device you need to take.